Hey y'all, it's JD again. I'm trying to record this video for the second time and any video at all for like the fifth time. So I apologize for being absent, as it were. I got out of the military, moved to North Carolina, and been trying to get myself established and set up to where I actually have some spare time to do anything. For this video, a while back, a bunch of different channels did There are 10 rules for survival groups. While each video had its merits and everybody did a fairly good list for prepper groups, I feel like the rules for establishing a group in general were left out. So I tried doing that, and maybe I'm off base with this, but I'm going stir crazy and need to do something. Okay. So rules for making groups. Number 1, get organized. Spending every weekend sitting around a fire, drinking beers with your buddies is all good. And I'm sure you all could learn a lot from each other. However, you can't really call yourself a group if you don't have some kind of organization. You have that one guy whose house you meet up with, and you have the one guy that brings beer. That's organization. You might not think you're doing it, but you are. So to call yourself a group, you need to be organized. This also goes into more proper groups, like prepper groups, mags, militias, Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. Once you're organized, you realize that, hey, this is what we can do. This is what we have going for us. Organization is the cornerstone. 2, with organization, you have to have rules. Once you become an actual group, you need to have what gets you kicked out. What are the minimum requirements for being in the group? What is allowed? What is not tolerated? Do you have a warning system? A strike system? Or is it, based on the individual offense and the individual person? This guy's an asshole, but he's really smart, but we can't tolerate him, so we're going to kick him out anyway. Every group, every community has its own set of rules, its own code of law, its own group constitution. With this, you also want to do your leadership. If the leader can no longer be the leader, how do you choose another one? Your chain of succession. How is the leadership established? Is it a group of, a collective, a group within the group? Your council. It could be that. It could be 4 or 5 people that originally founded it. They get the final say. It may be one dude's in charge of this. One dude is in charge of supplies. So if you get caught stealing, you got to answer him or her, whatever. Number 3, set your baselines. So for prepper groups, training groups, guys want to go out and be competitive shooters, or just guys going out hunting. I use guys indiscriminately. I really don't care. Baselines. What are you good at? What can you do? Where are you with this ability and all that junk? And also your goals. Where do you see the group going? Where do you see yourself going with the group? You set your baseline. Hey, you're really good at this, but you really suck at all this. Well, let's get everybody up to where everybody's really good at all of it. Or, well, we'll give you a standard. You can take care of yourself, but we want to have certain people specialize in this, that, and the other. Which is number 4, individual domains. If you have somebody that specializes in communications, let them specialize in communications. Yes, everyone needs to have the basic take care of yourself, but you also need, the 2, 3, 4 people that are insanely good at it. They can solve whatever problem you have, because it's easier to assign a couple people to learn one thing and help spread out that information than it is to try to teach 20 people the complex inner workings of this, that, and the other. Number 5 is planning. And planning your meetups, your schedules, your training schedule, but also for, preparedness or general, instances, your if-then statements. If this happens, then we do this. If this happens, then we need to make sure this happens. In the military, they're called SOPs, your standard operating procedures. There's also tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPs. You hear that a lot with a lot of former military guys. You need to go over your SOPs, and that's it. You plan it out. This is what you're going to do. If this, then this. 6, once you understand what you want to do, teach, train, practice. Train, practice, teach, whatever order you want to go with it. You need to get out there. You need to learn the skill. You need to practice it till you can do it on a 3-day, 0 sleep, extended out in the middle of the woods, and you're blindfolded nonsense. And you need to get the point to your understanding. You can explain it to a complete and utter idiot that is constantly looking at you like you got 3 eyes. If you cannot explain it in the simplest terms possible, you don't truly understand the subject, is what I've been told and what I work towards. I'm horrible at it, but I'm getting there. Number 7, the last one I have, is expect growth. You're going to grow. You're going to shrink. You're going to go through cycles. People move away. People get kids. You get married. Life happens. Got it. But also expect that you're going to get more people to you. You become established in your area. You're going to run into people while you're going out and doing your training or while you're having your meetup. Someone's going to poke their head in and go, hey, what are you guys doing? And that could be the chance to grow. With that, you need to have an SOP for it. You need to have a planned procedure for verifying, background checking, and integrating someone into the group. You need to, you have your baseline for the group. Now you need to have the individual baseline. And if somebody comes along later, you need to get their baseline. And now how are you going to get them caught up with everybody else? You're going to pull them aside, or give them extra time, or is going to give them a book and call it a day. You have one guy that takes a bunch of notes, and maybe that's your, hey, here's your catch-up guide. If you have any questions, let us know. Or I just throw them in, hey, F&G, go, shoot. Also, for the preppers, don't forget about after the balloon goes up, SHTF and all that. Yes, you don't want to add to your group. You want to be really selective when adding to your group, especially after the balloon goes up. But you need to plan to expand, because they want to see you're organized, you know what you're doing, and they're going to want help, or they're going to want to help. They might know something, but they don't know how to get it out there. Or they don't know, it could be somebody that can just grow things, have a green thumb. But, they don't know how to get it to somebody who needs help. Or maybe they're afraid someone's going to take it, and they're willing to trade for help. Maybe you want to integrate them into your group more because, you're not really into taking side jobs or something. With that, that's the end of my list. And if you guys want to comment, tell me I'm crazy, all that jazz, be my guest. and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.